Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age, be able to swim 500 yards nonstop, retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool, and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
This game called football, what is it? Some say it's simple, blocking and tackling. Others say it teaches toughness, discipline, and yet the very road to success is hard work and teamwork. Yet every fall season, is it true that families follow their children? They cheer them on with family and friends at every game. Youth coaches are asked to do more than a coach. The participants just want to have fun, play, and win. Cheerleaders start their school season in this very sport. Cleveland Muni football, oldest division, 15 teams, 12 to 14 years old, over 350 players with no weight limit that competed every weekend starting on August 19th with one goal of playing here today for their league championship. Some of them that you will see play today will play their final game in the Muni Football League as they will move on to high school football in 2019. Welcome to Collinwood Athletic Complex for the 2018 Bantam Championship game between the Glenville Elite Panthers and our defending champions, the CMHA Renegades. Hi, I'm Tim Wells, and my partner John Good is in the house. He joins us. John, tell us the real story behind these two teams.
I tell you what, Tim, it's been a very exciting year for these two teams. Both of them undefeated coming into this ball game with leading scorers on each team. Deron Fair, who's been a stalwart in Muni football since he's been 6 years old. I believe he's won every type of individual award and every championship there's to be had. And Glenville Panthers, led by Freddie Lennox, number 4 leading scorer in the league. Great leader, a game breaker. We're in for a fun one, Tim.
And when you look at the two teams, it starts with the CMHA Renegades. They come in at 6-0 under their veteran coach, Michael Hardaway. And again, they were ranked number 2 in defense, which is only a difference of a 1 touchdown between the two teams. Number 4 offensively. They win 2 big playoff games, 27-0 over the Seahawks and 32-6 with the Wolverines. But, John, what were the keys that the coach told you that were for his team today?
Well, with the Renegades, they're a 60% run team and a 40% pass team. They're pretty balanced, so they can hit you in all areas of phases of the game. They want to be stout defensively and win the turnover battle. They're giving up the ball on the short field is a no-no for this team, and they can explode for big plays, Tim.
And when you look at their key players, there's some pretty outstandings. It starts with their quarterback, number 8, Darian Fair. He's a leader on offense and defense. He's the 4th leading scorer. And then you have Julius Robinson. He's the running back and a middle linebacker. They tell us he's the guy that's going to get the ball, 25 carries a game. He's a guy that does not get tired. He wears you down. And then also when you're looking at the big guy, 6'6", again, a defensive end left tackle. He's up front giving a lot of blocking for him, and he's huge. Jesse Hayes. He holds and he'll carry the line. He can control it, and that'll be a big factor, is if CMHA line can knock Glenville off the ball offensively when you're looking at today's game. But on the other side, John, let's revisit the Glenville Elite Panthers and their keys. They're 6-0, as you mentioned, Coach Dion Dye, #1 in offense. Again, 163 points. They're averaging 27 points per game. Defensively, they have only given up 1. And you can see their playoff wins, 26-0, 12-7. They don't let a lot of scoring against them. But really, what did the coach tell you that were keys for him today?
Well, like I mentioned, Tim, the 60% run, 50% in the pass, 50% in the run, 50% in the pass, a more balanced attack. Stay disciplined, limit the penalties, execute the game plan. Their biggest concern is the mental aspect of it, Tim, that they can stay in this football game even though they might get punched in the mouth. So not working together is a concern of his. Playing like the other team wants it more, and they just can't get down during this game if it happens. But tell you what, like I told you before, Tim, we're in for a big one today. And
when you look at the Glenville League key players, it starts with Freddie Links, #4 in the league in scoring, a running back and a defensive end. Tell us a little bit more about him, John.
Yeah, Deshaunte Jones, good ball player. Again, Freddie Lennox first. Let me start off with him. A workhorse, Tim, a game breaker. Controls the line on defense and a heck of a leader out there. Got football pedigree flowing all through his bones. Deshaunte Jones, a quarterback and a defensive tackle. Quite an odd athletic set there, Tim, where you actually quarterback to go to the defensive line. But this guy plays hungry and he never stops running. He's got a high molar. And then you got Braylon West. Braylon is a great athlete, a fullback and a linebacker. He puts those big blocks on those linebackers for Freddie Lennox to spring him free. He's also a leader on the team, and you'll be hearing pass cracking when he hits these CMHA Renegades, because he's hard hitting and he's strong.
Well, we can see that the players are ready. And again, it's going to be a chilly day, but we are ready to go. So right now we're going to go to our PA announcer, Joe Wise Jr., for the player introductions. Joe?
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Collinwood Athletic Complex for the 2018 Bantamweight Championship game. Your participants for today's game, starting with the CMHA Renegades. Number 19, 8th grader from E-Prep, Lawrence Tinsley Jr. 7th grader, number 4, from George Washington Carver, Eric Washington. Number 5, 8th grader from Case Elementary, Julius Robinson. Number 6, 8th grader from Robert H. Jameson, Michael English. Number 8, 8th grader from Cleveland College Prep, Darian Fair. Number 9, 8th grader from Franklin D. Roosevelt, Quali Glover. Number 10, 7th grader from George Washington Carver, Myquan Bennett. Number 11, 8th grader from George Washington Carver, Malik Bennett. Number 12, 7th grader from Franklin D. Roosevelt, Quasani Glover. Number 17, 8th grader from Nathan Hale, Leon Akoff. Number 20, 8th grader from Campus International, Javen Jackson. Number 21, 8th grader from Tremont, Montessori, Daquan Diamond. Number 22, 7th grader from Alfred A. Benish, Keyshawn Wilson. Number 24, sixth grader from George Washington Carver, Cameron Smith. Seventh grader from Michael R. White, Murray Brown Jr. Number 28, sixth grader from Horizon Science Academy, Derek Davis Jr. Number 15, eighth grader from West Park Academy, Jermaine Stinney. Number 33, eighth grader from Cleveland School of Arts, Nico Jackson. Number 35, seventh grader from Citizens Academy East, Willie Henderson Jr. Number 40, seventh grader from Kenneth W. Clement, Cornelius Harris Jr. Number 52, eighth grader from Anton Gardenia, Laval Patterson. Number 54, seventh grader from Alfred A. Bennett, Sir Martin Coleman. Number 55, eighth grader from Valley Forge School, Tejan Arzu. Number 66, eighth grader from Sunbeam, Darren Norman. Number 72, seventh grader from Anton Gardenia, Adonis Roundtree. Number 34, eighth grader from Valley View, Shaquille Gaines. Number 82, eighth grader from St. Adalbert School, Jesse Hayes. Number 80, seventh grader from Case Elementary, Perry Austin Jr. Number 27, eighth grader from St. Adalbert School, Terry Turner Jr. The organization's coordinator is Michael Mason. Head coach, Michael Hardaway. Defensive coordinator, Eli Williams. Offensive coordinator, Greg Pruitt Jr. Douglas Connell, Willie Henderson, Mike Powers. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 CMHA Renegades. And now, their opponent, the 2018 Glenville Panthers. Number 1, eighth grader from Cleveland Heights, Monticello, Braylon West. Number 2, eighth grader from Horizon Science Academy, Jayshawn Wyckoff. Number 3, eighth grader from Rama Junior Academy, Jalen Carter. Number 4, eighth grader from ICANN School, Jerron Brown. Number 5, sixth grader from Harvard Avenue School, Mylan Lennox. Number 6, eighth grader from Pinnacle Academy, Jermaine Foster. Number 7, seventh grader from East Academy School, Deshante Jones. Number 8, seventh grader from Kenneth W. Clement, Kyan Mason. Number 9, eighth grader from Kenneth W. Clement, Sean Williams Jr. Number 10, seventh grader from East Academy School, Rainier Askew. Number 11, eighth grader from Citizen Leadership Academy, Cameron Mahan. Number 12, eighth grader from Cleveland Heights Middle School, Darrell Harrison. Number 13, 8th grader from Euclid, Jerome Hall. Number 0, 8th grader from Harvard Avenue School, Freddie Lennox. Number 23, 7th grader from Oliver H. Perry School, Dante Summers. Number 14, 7th grader from Cleveland Heights Middle School, Charles Willis. Number 35, 8th grader from Shaker Heights Middle School, Chad Smith Carter. Number 52, 8th grader from Heskett Middle School, Kyron Lewis. Number 55, 8th grader from Heritage Middle School, Forrest Smart Jr. Number 91, 8th grader from Franklin D. Roosevelt, Armand Joyner. Number 99, 8th grader from Heskett Middle School, Kendall Dawson. Number 20, 7th grader from Michael R. White, Glenn Wright. The coordinators of the Glenville Panthers is Ken Albert and James Moore. Head coach Dion Day, offensive coordinator Sean Williams Sr., defensive coordinator Kevin Spates, Eric Heisler, Brian West Sr., Elliot Gates, Leon Littlejohn, Eddie Mason, and the team mom, Akia Gross. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Glenville Panthers. And now, as we present the colors, we play Please Rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Well, you can see we're moments away from championship action in the Bantam division. But before we begin, we're going to take a look at the officials that will be calling today's game. They're certified through the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And again, this is a veteran crew of people that have been working all season long. Again, our head referee is Ralph King. He's on the left. 31 years as a referee, a 1976 graduate of Shaw. Currently works for the City of Cleveland Recreation Department. The head linesman on the right is Rick Beard. He's 17 years as a referee, a 1988 graduate of West Tech, and currently works at S&H. And in the middle, he'll be our line judge, Dale Golig, 18 years as an official, a 1967 graduate from the Lincoln West Wolverines. A veteran crew and a pretty good one at that, John. But they're going to deal with some basic rules as it is.
Yes, Tim, this division is the closest to the high school rules with some modification. No freshman football allowed to play on this level. The 8-minute quarters, a regulation clock, 4 timeouts per game, 1 additional timeout in each overtime. There's no kickoffs. Ball will start on the 35-yard line. Scoring is pretty conventional. Touchdowns are 6 points. Safety 2 points. The ball is punted from the 20-yard line. If it's inside there, extra points. Kick. If it's kicked, let's get an extra reward of an additional point. So that's 2 points, and a run or a pass is just 1 point.
So, John, Collinwood Athletic Complex, we've seen 2 great championship games the first 2 weeks. This is the one that everybody's been talking about. 2 undefeated teams that will square off here today. But they'll have some weather issues to deal with. It will be dry.
Yes, they will.
But we're talking about a temperature right now at game time of 38 degrees. So it is a chilly day in Cleveland, Ohio. But we'd have it no other way when it comes to football season in Cleveland.
Yeah, this is our time of year, Tim, where football is king. And the weather, it doesn't matter how it's delivered to us, we're going to play football.
And again, John, when you're talking about 2 outstanding teams, getting off early is one of the biggest things. And when you look at the CMHA Renegades, both them and the Glenville Panthers score early. So high scoring, low scoring game, you got to believe you got 2 of the top defenses here playing, and you got a #1 offense in the league and a #4. So this could be a very interesting game as far as will it be high or low. But I got to believe that this could be one of those tight games that will come right down to the very end.
Yes, Tim, it will be. And, you know, I'll have to give the edge a little bit toward the CMHA Renegades. This team right here has been in championship games in the other 3 levels. These kids are used to playing in big games. And there's a slew of high school coaches here to scout these kids. We're going to be watching these guys play, Tim, for many, many years to come.
So it looks like at this point the CMHA Renegades have won the toss, and they will start on the 35-yard line. And they'll be in the gold, in the maroon, and offense for the CMHA Renegades. It'll be starting with their quarterback, Darian Fair, Julius Robinson, the running back. In the 2 slots is Eric Washington and Perry Austin. 2 wide receivers, Lawrence Tinsley, Jeffrey Daniel. And in the line, the heart of it all, you'll start with their center, Cornelius Harris, left tackle, Jesse Hayes, left guard, Darman Norman, right guard, Andonius Roundtree, and right tackle, Khalil Glover.
Very experienced crew there, led by that left tackle, Jesse Hayes, who's an all-star, towering over everyone. Let's see if he can get it done today.
Handoff, heads to the outside, and he'll pick up 5.
Yep, just a quick hitter there, Tim. Bounces it outside, trying to get that offensive line acclimated to being aggressive. They're in the up-tempo offense right now. As you can take a look right here, he comes off the big guy, number 82, and gets upfield for a pickup of 5.
Sean Williams was on the tackle. They got him spread out. A lot of pressure. Going to try to get to the outside. And depending on the spot, on where it's at, it looks like it appears he's going to be short from where they're standing right now, John.
Yeah, it's going to be a little short, Tim. And that's where this fair can really, really hurt you, Tim. When plays break down, it's going to really test the discipline of the Glenville defenders.
So 3rd down, we'll call it 2. 3rd and 1. And again, Braylon West was on the tackle, the right inside line, right linebacker, and the strong safety came over for the tackle.
Both these defenses, if you're going to score, better score early because they don't give up anything else the rest of the game.
Handoff, and he falls and does not pick up the 1st down. So the Glenville Elite Panthers have forced them to a 4th down. It appears to be 4th and 3, and you look at it here, John. This just looks like plain slippage.
Yeah, number 9 right there lost his footing for the CMHA Renegades, which caused the linebacker to stumble over his feet as he got knocked back a little bit.
So they have decided they're going to punt here. And John, on the punting, and as far as the rush, it must come from the outside. So they cannot rush inside here.
Yep, for player safety, there'll be no inside rush. Most centers snap with their head down. So to protect his safety, just rush from the outside.
Decent punt downfield.
CMHA bounce.
So they'll stop right there and they'll take over the ball. They'll spot it about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, number 18 right there, down the ball for the Renegades. And he can't advance it, so the ball is right there where he touched it.
So the Glenville Panthers, the #1 offense in the league, scored 163 points during the regular season. They're led by their quarterback, Deshante Jones, a league all-star. Their running back, Freddie Lennox, he's a league all-star. Braylon West, fullback, all league all-stars. On the line, Kendall Dawson at left tackle, Forrest Smart at left guard, Kyron Lewis at center, Chad Smith-Carter right guard, Ramir Eskew right tackle. The wide receivers, Deshaun Weishoff and Jermaine Foster, and Sean Williams is the other wide receiver. They're going to run to the outside. He'll get by 1. He'll get by 2 before he's brought down. But right off the bat, there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, I believe it was the left tackle, excuse me, the right tackle who was trying to get the big guy hooked on that right side of the defense, trying to get Jesse Hayes.
During the run, holding offense, number 99, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Yeah, for Smart Jr., you can see right there, he's got a hold of the all-star Jesse Hayes, and that's a no-no. The referee is right there taking a look, watching that very closely.
So now it forces Glenville in a long situation. About first down and 20. So nothing doing there.
Yeah, right back to the run. Not very good blocking effort on that left side by the Glenville Elite Panthers.
So Nico Jackson was the one that came up with the tackle.
Yeah, doing a good job of decreasing that line of scrimmage and the gang tackling. That's the best way to bring that big guy down.
Second down, we'll call it 19.
Hey, Jones is a pretty big guy for a quarterback.
Direction at second down. It's about 19. They're going to try to run outside, and they're there. Those Renegades were looking for it that time, and a big stop by Jesse Hayes. I guess, partner, when you don't hold, he's going to make that tackle.
Yeah, he's a tough one to bring to get blocked. I tell you that. But excellent job by the cornerback too on that side, Malachi Bennett. He came up and made a pretty big hit, slowed the running back down, and Jesse Hayes was there to clean him up.
And there you're looking at Jesse Hayes. Again, career ambition, John. I think he's got it right. NBA player.
Yeah.
6'6". Oh, yeah.
This football to make him tough, too.
Looking to throw. Steps up. Brought down. Nothing doing. So the Glenville Panthers, got to believe they're going to punt here.
Yeah, good pressure right there. Glover and crew just pressuring him all the way up. Julius Robinson right there on the tackle, along with number 21, Diamond. Daytwan Diamond from Tremont Montecero. Good effort for those guys. 8th graders, their last game on this level, and they want to go out with a bang.
So 4th down, and they're in punt formation. Again, no rush except from the outside.
Got to get a good one off here. They'll be looking at poor field position.
Came up and caught it,
Good
and he's
job.
going to make this field position a little bit better, but a nice tackle by number 3, Jalen Carter, the strong safety. They needed that open field tackle right there, John.
Yeah, they really did, because Malachi Bennett did a real good job of catching this football, bringing it in, looking it in, and just getting positive yards. Great tackle there by number 3, Carter.
2:36 to go here in the first quarter, just underway, and you're looking at Jalen Carter, the strong safety from the Glenville Panthers. Again, you're talking about a merit roll student, and here's a guy that scored on a 60-yard interception in the playoffs.
Yeah, he can be dangerous, so they don't want to throw that way. If they do, they better make sure that the receiver is open.
So CMHA is in great shape. So we got timeout on the field. The ball's at the 29-yard line. And folks, while we're looking at this timeout situation, we do want to let you know that we are going to be passing on a lot of great information. We're going to be going into the Glenville huddle here as they huddle up and let the coach get with them.
Don't want to make don't go across hard. Line up half a body on whoever the outside man. You half a body. Gucci, you too. Half a body the man. Don't just go in and box, because they're gonna go up tackle on us. All right. So what you do is you go across and you look and you see in the play. Don't just shoot in there and box. They're gonna run right inside of y'all. Okay. Yes, sir. Come on, be aggressive, fellas. Let's go. Let's go.
So John, explain to me what he's trying to tell his defensive guy right there.
Well, he's giving some good advice to him. He's telling him to stay disciplined, make sure they still keep the outside arm free, but make sure that they can get back inside so that they can stop that off tackle play, because they've had some success on that, and they're going to come back to it.
1st down and 10. Nothing doing. They did stay home. What a difference.
Yep, they did. Good job by that front 6 for the Glenville Panthers. Number 10 came up with the tackle.
Ramir Askew, the left defensive end, had some help from Deshaunte Jones, the defensive tackle. A nice job by the defensive line.
Yeah, he pretty much had nowhere to go. He wanted to bounce it outside, but the defensive end on that side really anchored it down. Jones, Deshaunte Jones of East Academy School, boxed him in and had him go back inside where the rest of his teammates was right there. We have a penalty on the play.
Join and run. Legal block in the back. Offense, number 33. 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down. First down.
We got number 33 on the penalty. I don't see that number on my roster.
33 from CMHA. Nico Jackson.
Nico Jackson.
Student School of the Arts. Handoff right up the middle. So Freddie Lennox came up and made the tackle. Again, a nice run by their running back.
Yeah, they're trying to establish the line of scrimmage with a full house backfield. No wide receivers in the game at this time. There it is, testing that outside. Fair. doing what he does. Wow, Tim, this kid, we've been watching this kid for 8 years play this game, and he's gotten better and better.
I'll tell you what, he explains to us why he leads them. He seems to always make the smart move. And again, he's got that speed and that athletic ability. And Glenville has just called a timeout. It'll be first down and 10 from the 19-yard line with 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter. You know, and John, when you're looking at these two teams, how they got here, first of all, the CMHA Renegades won 27-0 over Southside Seahawks. Then in the semifinals, 32-6 over the Westside Wolverines. And on the other side, the Glenville Panthers win 26-0 over the Take Charge Stallions and 12-7 over the Neo Saints. And that was a come-from-behind win. It was an 80-yard TD run by Freddie Lennox in the fourth quarter that put them ahead. So it was they've had their competition getting here. You made that point earlier.
Yeah, both teams had a tough road to get here, Tim, but they've been resilient throughout the entire season. Coach Dion Dye and Coach Hardaway have done an excellent job of keeping their staff and their team focused on the task at hand from week to week. But I just want to comment a little bit on the quarterback for the CMHA Renegades, Fair. This kid, he puts so much pressure on the defense every single play because, you know, he's touching the ball every play. They got those running backs that really slam it up in there, the All-Stars and some of the leading scorers on this level with Robinson, and you can't forget about Austin or Washington as well. There it is again.
He's going to keep it. He's got a blocker.
Good
Looks
block.
like he's in. Touchdown, CMHA Renegades. They got him to the outside, but give credit. I think it was number 9 out in front that threw the block.
Yeah, good job by Glover getting in that defensive back's way and paving a nice little path there for Fair. Again, just keeping pressure on the defense. When this kid has the football in his hand, he's always a threat to score. You can see Glover right there giving him some interference so he can have some green pasture to get into the end zone.
There go for the extra point. Handoff and nothing doing. So again, CMHA, when you look at what they've been doing all season long, it was Kyron Lewis that came to make the tackle. I'm not surprised because during the year, the Renegades, you know, have had some issues with the extra point runs early in the year. Now in the playoffs, they were 1 for 3. So they're scoring the touchdowns, but down the road, we need to keep an eye on that extra point because they have struggled a little bit from the extra points during the regular season and into the playoffs.
And that could be huge in this championship game. We've seen it in the past where those extra points really make a difference toward the end of the game.
And John, I've been informed earlier today that these two group of kids really met when they were in the termite division when they first started. And it's odd, now we come to the Bantam and they're meeting again. And Kevin Spates, their defensive coordinator, he was a big part of that with teaching the defense.
Yeah, it's a friendly rivalry between these two groups of kids, and they do a great job of competing.
Up the middle, pick up about a couple yards. Julius Robinson on the tackle.
Yeah, Glenville wants to establish that run game of running straight at their opponent, controlling the line of scrimmage. You can see right here, quarterback just turns and gives it to him. It's just a mano-on-mano play. Number 5 comes up there and make that tackle. Julius Robinson for the Renegades. Unblocked, should have made the tackle. Ground and pound again.
They're keeping it on the ground, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter, where it's the Glenville Elite Panthers trailing 0-6. They got the ball, but they are moving the ball on the ground right now. As you look at Collinwood Athletic Complex, this is the Bantamweight Championship game. We do want to remind you that next week, folks, we'll have one more championship game, and they're the ones that if you've never enjoyed watching kids play, this will be the treat of it all. It's the Termite Division, kids 6 and 7 years old, that will square off, and it'll be the CMHA Renegades and the Northeast Ohio Saints. And obviously, as we go through these telecasts, we want to let you know about some of the free recreation programs. And there is a free meal program at all Cleveland recreation centers Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 5. The only requirement is that you are a student in school. Again, it is a great opportunity to send them up there, get a meal, do some studying, recreate. Please take advantage by contacting your local rec center. And if you have any questions about free meal program, please pick up the phone right now and call 664-2307. That's 664-2307.
With Glenville having a balanced attack, Tim, I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to pull off a pass sometime soon. You got a 3rd down and about a long 2 right here. So I imagine they're going to try to keep it on the ground. It's maybe 4 down territory.
Third down 3. They're coming right back to him, and the Renegades defense has stepped up here. It'll now be a 4th down. I'm going to say maybe 2. Could be a little bit of 1.
Yeah, right here, the running back takes the ball and tries to get right up in the hole he's assigned to go to. But I believe if he would have used his vision, if he'd have bounced outside and ran for the sticks, he would have got there pretty easy. But the defense of the Renegades was there right there to stop him.
At 33, Nico Jackson, we've been calling his name. Again, he is a Browns fan, goes to the Cleveland School of Arts, an 8th grader. But he's showing his toughness in the middle of that defensive line.
Yeah, I remember calling Nico's name quite a few times throughout his career in Muni football.
And it looks like they're going to punt here. Again, no rush except from the outside. And get it off.
Good job catching the ball. Oh, reverse.
And reverse off of it. Couple yards, nothing big there, but they'll start almost at the 40-yard line. Sean Williams was the guy that made the tackle. And again, number 80 from CMHA. That was Perry Austin that was the ball carrier.
Yeah, good job there by the defender, keeping his responsibilities, lane responsibilities right there to receive the ball carrier when he got the ball on the reverse.
And that's a tough thing. I can remember playing youth football. I always wanted to go right in for instead of staying in my lane.
Mm-hmm.
And there you see the discipline of the Glenville team.
They're #1 in defense for a reason, Tim.
1st down and 10.
Ooh! Fumble.
Ball comes loose, and Glenville is jumping up, and they have it.
There it is.
A fumble recovery by Braylon West.
That was a big hit. Big hit.
Kyron Lewis was the guy on the hit, but Braylon West came up and recovered it. So turnover number 1 gets charged to the Renegades, where the Glenville Panthers now on the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. Look at it here, John.
Yeah, good job by Kyron Lewis. I mean, the running back just gave the ball up immediately. Not one of the best meshes, not one of the best handoffs, but just what Coach Deion Dye said at the beginning of this game was one of the keys was to get turnovers. Now they have it on the 39-yard line of the Renegades side of the football. We'll see what they can do with it.
Handoff.
Jet sweep. Almost.
Stepped out of bounds after a pickup of about 3 yards.
Yeah, and he's lucky to get that 3 yards. He made something out of nothing, Tim. I mean, they really had him bottled in. He was able to get that sideline. As you take a look at him here, as he receives the ball on the jet sweep, got some blockers in front of him. Hayes forces him further outside, but he was able to get around that corner. And right there, he was jumped out of bounds, and the referee is there to mark the ball.
So second down, we'll call it 7.
Another jet sweep, fake jet sweep to a quarterback keeper. Wow, Renegades weren't fooled at all.
No, Jesse Hayes.
Yeah, Jesse doing a good job of just staying at home, just reading the backfield action, kept himself anchored on that left side and let the action come to him. He just bottled it up, made him slow down a little bit, and the rest of the Renegade crew was there to make the tackle.
So third down, we're going to call it 7. We're still in the second quarter. 5:40 and clock runs.
Glenville needs a big play right here.
There it is.
They got it.
You got it. All the way down to the 19-yard line and a first down for the Glenville Panthers.
Great penetration here by the CMHA Renegades defense, but the running back was able to keep his feet and keep it going. Missed tackle right there in the hole, and he's able to get up to the penetration, get to the secondary. You can see him coming downhill right at you. Just a good job of making the guy miss in the hole.
Darian Fair and a couple other guys on the tackle, but Foster a big gain. First down. This is their best field position for the Panthers. And they're going to run it right behind the tackle, and he'll pick up maybe a yard, if not 2 at the most. Perry Austin. I'll tell you one thing, John. These linebackers from the Renegades, they're active, they fill holes, and they're solid tacklers.
Yeah, but I like what offensive coordinator Sean Williams Sr. is doing right here, Tim. He's pounding the ball inside, controlling the line of scrimmage, even though the Renegades are giving great effort, but he's keeping that explosive Renegade offense off the field. Deep eye backfield. Oh, ball's out.
They recovered their own fumble. Looked like Dotman Diamond.
Yeah, Foster got a hello call right there. Welcome to the Bantam championship game on the Renegade side of things. Good job right there by number 21.
From Tremont School, an 8th grader.
Diamond's made a couple big hits here today. He came ready to play. He's a good-looking athlete, too.
So third down. I'm going to call it 8. 3:45 to go. Plenty of time, but they need a big play here.
Pass.
Drops back to pass, breaks out of it. He'll gain about 4 or 5 yards and make it 4th down and 4. Jesse Hayes and Nico Jackson came up to make the tackle.
Yeah, good job by the CMHA defense. He had a couple guys open, but wasn't able to throw on rhythm because of the pressure of that front line of the Renegades. So good job for them keeping him to not Not a bad game, but they didn't get the first down. They can't get a first down before they get a touchdown, though, right here. Biggest play of the game for the elite Panthers.
Again, the quarterback, TV20 Jones. Whenever he's been in the red zone, they have thrown the ball. They've scored on a 10-yard and a 14-yard touchdown pass.
Timeout.
They do like
Offense.
to throw when they're this end
That
of
is
the
the second
field.
charge timeout.
That's something we can look at. Let's see if we can get in the huddle and hear what the coach is going to tell them.
Four for the game. I know you can come down to 20 minutes. You gotta get I'm behind the
Come here.
See Coach Deion Dye is spending time with the offensive line to make sure that they have the right mentality, because he knows how important they are in this red zone. They have got to come off the ball. They've got to sustain their blocks, and they got to protect these ball carriers in order for the play to be executed properly. But this Renegades defense, they really came to play. Again, Tim, I've been impressed with number 21, Daytwan Diamond. As you mentioned his name before, he's not even an all-star, and he's playing like an all-star here today. Just shows you how deep this CMHA Renegade team is.
4th down and 4 here, John.
I imagine they're going to run it to the wide side of the field, try to get to the sticks. Discipline. There's one thing that Coach Dye was a little shaky on, was the discipline, mental discipline of his team, but they showed something right there.
Defense, number 9. 5-yard penalty.
I think we
resulting
figured
in a
out
first down.
what Coach Dye was telling that offensive line. You hold here. We're going to try to get him to jump, and they did.
They did, and it's the easiest way to get a first down.
1st down and goal. Right at the 4-yard line. The Glenville Panthers knocking on the door. They trail by 6.
Remember that penalty, Tim, if the Panthers score on this possession. Could be a big turning point in this game.
They're going to run it up behind the sneak.
Wow, he's in. Yeah, he's in.
Touchdown! Again, the quarterback, TV20 Jones.
Yeah, minimizing the opportunity for a turnover. Give it to the offensive line. Take it right up the gut. Hat on a hat. Keep driving. And they were able to get it into the end zone.
So we are tied at 6. And Glenville with the extra points in the playoffs. 1 for 5 on runs. They've struggled a little bit.
So that's 7 points. That's 6 points off turnovers right as to right now. Wow.
He's in there.
He is in. That's huge. That's huge.
Again, number 6 from the Glenville team puts them ahead on the run. Again, it was Jermaine Foster.
Yeah, good job by Foster to keep his feet. Good job by that offensive line, giving him a hole. And he was pretty determined, Tim. You can see right there, Diamond again, almost in the position to make another great play. Been tough blocking him all day, but the Panthers were able to get in and take the lead.
I'll tell you what impressed me on that play there, John. If you look, number 8, Kaiwan Mason. He's out there, but he stayed with his block and gave him that little bit extra to get inside and score.
Yeah, when you score extra points like that, tough inside running, there's going to be a lot of great efforts and a good job by Kaiwan Mason.
So the Panthers lead 7-6. 2:31 to go here in the half. And it looks like they got something set up here.
Well, if you get around the corner.
Kind of had a formation there where they lined up everybody to the one side and tried to run behind him out there.
Yeah, they were trying to get that edge, seal that corner so he can get around. If he got to that receiver level in the defensive backfield, it could have been a much bigger play than that, but that was a good effort. Looking at what, 2nd down and 4?
2nd and 5. They pick up half on that, John, but I'll tell you right now, they're looking like they want to throw, and they're going to throw deep.
Uh-oh.
Oh! He threw it out there for him.
Yeah, the defensive back right there, he got pretty lucky. He's not a tall guy, but he decided to stop and try to leap for the football and went right over his head. But I don't understand why Fair just didn't take the easy pitch and catch, which was right in front of him, went right through number 19's arm.
So 3rd down and 5.
You can see how close it is right here. Just over. He just got a tip of it. I think he got a little bit of fingertips on that. So instead of being 5 feet, he was able to get up to 5'2" and make a difference. Game of inches.
Pitch to the outside. They're there. Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
They knew they were coming there. They went out there and got it, and it was a loss of 4 yards. Now it makes it 4th down and 9, and Ramir Askew and Sean Williams Jr.
Yeah, number 9 right there didn't give a very good effort. The elite Panthers showing why they're the #1 defense in the league this year. Bottled him up and took him back for a big loss. That was a big play.
So 1:15 to go in the half. And it appears CMHA will punt here.
Good call.
Clock runs. We're under a minute. And now the Renegades will call time.
Not a good timeout.
You hope at the end that these timeouts don't come back to haunt you. Folks, we want to remind you at halftime, we'll be speaking to both head coaches to get their views of the first half. And immediately after the half, we will be talking to the Glenville Panthers head coach. That's Dion Dye. Correction, it'll be the Renegades coach first. We'll be talking to Mike Hardaway, their head coach.
Whoever catch it, the other guy lead block for him. This is a touchdown right here. Let's go. Hey, let's quit playing with them.
They're looking to run one back right here. You hear the coach.
Yeah, he wants everybody to give a good effort right here. He realizes that they're not a good punting team, that he's going to get the ball back in some pretty favorable field position, Tim, if everybody put a hat on somebody and possibly get back in the end zone before this half is over. We've got 56 seconds left to go. Good punt.
High punt.
Took a lot of courage. He didn't fair catch that. Wow.
Yeah, I thought for sure he'd fair catch it, but he didn't. But now they put him at the 49-yard line with 46 seconds to go.
As they received that punt, it was almost a disaster. Both receivers was trying to catch the ball at first, but usually the discipline back there is one guy has the call. He's the primary receiver of the punt or the kickoff, and he gives a me call or a you call, which means that, if he's going to catch it, he yells me. If he's giving it to the other guy and conceding, it's you, and the other person gets out of the way so it can be a good, clean catch.
John, we got to keep our eye on number 0, Freddie Lennox. He's their guy that's made the big plays for them in these kind of situations. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they try to reach out and get the ball to him.
This would be a legal substitution right here.
Of course, they take him off the field, and there is the illegal substitution.
This is coaching. You can't have these kind of penalties, especially at this time during the game.
So now they're on the 45-yard line.
Illegal substitution. Offense, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. First down.
So first down, 15.
Full house backfield. Now they spread it out. So they'll throw. We'll see if the quarterback can pick the wide receiver. No reason why a receiver should be jumping off sides. All he has to do is look in at the football.
Before the snap, false start, offense, number 6. 5-yard penalty, first down.
I would just run it right here. I wouldn't take any chances on giving the Renegades a chance to make a big play.
Yeah, I think they're gonna keep it on the ground, John, at this point. That's the strength of their team.
Mm-hmm. They spread out again on the shift. They will pass it. He's got a man.
Nice coverage on the play.
Good coverage, good throw.
What the heck do we know, John? We'd say run it, and they're out there throwing for all the money in the world here.
It was a good effort. Good effort right there. Could have led him a little bit more, but number 11 having some excellent defense.
Yep. That was Malik Bennett, John, on there. Malik Bennett, he's been one of their outstanding defensive players from George Washington Carver School. He's an honor roll student.
Yeah, they're looking forward for Malik to come back next year and be one of the leaders on this team, too. Being in a championship game, I'm pretty sure he'll want to get back here next year, but he's got to take care of business right now. Oh, too high. There it is.
There's the interception. We'll stop him right there. So now the Renegades will take over the ball on the turnover. That evens the turnover game already.
And there it is. There's a flag. Another flag on the play. Look like it might be against CMHA, but this is the thing you don't want to do. You don't want to put your team in a position where they can be hurt. You got the lead going into the half. He just airmails it. Didn't get that elbow down to release the ball at the releasing point so the ball can stay low. And good job by 17.
This would probably be that sideline warning they give him here.
Offense.
Yeah. They get excited when they get a turnover like that.
Yeah. Leon Akoff on that interception, I believe it was.
So 28 seconds to go. What's CMHA going to do here, John? Are they going to go for it?
With a running back like a quarterback like Fair, why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? They've been effective around the end. The thing is, they just can't burn any timeouts.
He's tossed 7 touchdown passes, so we know he's got the ability to.
Did he get out of bounds? No, he did not. I might as well take this into halftime. They're not going to be able to get this play off. They didn't call 2 plays in the huddle, but maybe they did.
I don't believe that. They took a timeout. I believe that's their 3rd timeout here.
Wow.
They only get 4.
Yeah, I don't like this call at all. Going into halftime again, you want to try to save many timeouts as you can with a game this close in a game worth this much. So they got to come up with something really special here.
Again, you're looking at the coach around the Renegades. I'm sure he's talking about, hey, if he's going to throw something, it's going to be deep here.
Well, if I'm going to throw something, I'm going to throw deep. I'm going to go ahead and flex Mr. Hayes out, and I'm going to let quarterback, I'm going to let Fair throw it up and give him a chance to get a jump ball. That's what makes more sense to me than anything else. But they've got some other tall receivers, too, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. They pan out.
Watch the flat.
That's 5 more yards.
Getting a little sloppy here. I think it's the time or the big play that they're trying to create, John.
Or the guy in the white hat.
Yeah.
There it is. He's back there. Oh, good defense.
They had it covered. A little bit underthrown.
Mm-hmm. But not a bad attempt. They had the right idea. See it right here. Ferry puts the ball up. Not quite long enough, but a good job right there by number 8. Kyan Mason, who's already made a couple plays, big plays here in the first half. You take a look at that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful drone shot by TV20. That's amazing.
You look at that aerial shot, John, you're right, it does tells you about the crowd that's here and the support. And again, keep in mind, folks, it is a bitterly cold day. And in a few seconds here, we're going to, as soon as we can get them set up down there on the field, we'll have the head coach of the CMHA Renegades, Mike Hardaway. Again, he's been here before at championships. He knows what it is to get off to square one here. And I don't know, Mike, can you hear us yet?
Yep, I'm here.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
I'm all right.
Listen, your kids are playing tough right here. They've been in it, but it just seems like a couple times the mistakes have kind of hurt your team.
Yeah, I mean, we gave them that first touchdown. We couldn't get off the field. 3rd and 4, 4th and 4, whatever it was. We jumped off and we shot ourselves, and they made us pay for it. It's a championship game, and we got to understand that.
Yeah, Coach. That turnover, the thing that you didn't want happen in this big game, came back to bite you a little bit. What'd you tell your team to try to get back in this game?
We got to circle the wagons. Either we're going to stand up and fight and win this game, or we're going to fold up. They know what we got to do. We've been working for this since June, so they know what time it is.
Yeah, big hit on that play with the defense, that defense of the elite Panthers, number 1, getting some penetration, giving some advice to that offensive line.
Yeah, we got to get a push. We got to get a better push. Hold our blocks. Sustain them.
Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you, guys. Talk to you later.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
So the head coach of the CMHA Renegades, Mike Hardaway, talking about we need to circle the wagons, get back to some of the basics, eliminate some of the mistakes, and he knows what needs to be done here in the second half, but they know they're in for a dogfight with this game. Well, folks, right now, before we break, we were going to go over to a special interview that John Good had with Neon, again, one of the main sponsors that's joining in with Muni Football about health issues and so much more.
We'd like to introduce a new partner with Cleveland Muni Football and the Northeast Ohio Neighborhood Health Services, Neon. Chief Information Officer of Neon, Al Barker. Al, thanks for coming today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Tell us about Neon.
Well, Neon is a community health center that's been serving the Northeast East neighborhoods for about 50 years. We're formerly known as Huff Norwood.
And what kind of services does Neon offer?
Well, Neon offers a variety of services. We offer primary care services for adult and children, which includes adult medicine, pediatrics, family medicine, and other medical services such as dental, vision, family planning, podiatry, nutrition, health education, as far as mental health as well. So we cover a large amount of specialties.
Is it just outpatient care, or is it more than that, Al?
No, it's a lot more than that. We actually have our own pharmacies in 4 of our locations. We cover behavioral health. We've got our own laboratory and x-ray services in-house, our ultrasound and mammography. So we're full service, so we like to think of ourselves as a one-stop shop.
So your locations?
Yeah, we have locations, again, spread out throughout Northeast Ohio. For example, we have our main facility is 8300 Huff Avenue. We service East Cleveland. We have one at southeast side of the city. That's at 131st and Miles. We've got our Norwood location and our Collinwood, which is just across the road here from the field. And we have a Miles Broadway facility. So we're centrally located throughout Northeast Ohio in the neighborhoods where the actual Muni League teams are located.
And that's great. That's really great and really convenient for parents as well as players. We heard some talk about your nutrition is a big part of your mission.
Yes, it is. You know, food is essential for living, and we think that healthy eating is the key to wellness. So Neon stresses that. So it's really about care prior to. So we believe in keeping you healthy so that there's less visits to emergency rooms and hospitals. So yes, we do.
Good stuff in, good stuff out, right?
Exactly, exactly.
A new partnership with Neon and Muni football begins today. Why did this happen?
Well, we'd like to turn that over to Doug Peck, and he can facilitate that, or answer that question for us.
Yeah, I'd like to bring in Doug Peck from Dream City. Doug, thanks for coming out today.
Okay, good to be here, John.
Yeah, he's Neon consultant and one of our tentacles into the community and dealing with Neon. Tell us about the program. Why did this happen?
Well, you know, with Neon celebrating 50 years of service to the community and Muni coming up on 100 years, the leadership of both organizations felt that, you know, 150 years of community service would bring a lot of synergy in terms of moving our neighborhoods forward. And so it's going to move so much so that we believe that this partnership will lead to improving the quality of life of young people, seniors, and individuals and families in one fell swoop. We're looking at improving the health and wellness of the athletes, but also their family members and their friends. And so if we can get the community to be well and the community be healthy, we think we will have really cemented a legacy of both organizations.
Well, we're looking forward to working with you guys, and it sounds like something that even the coaches can even take advantage of as well. Huh?
Oh, absolutely. Most programs focus solely on the children, but the volunteers have a thankless position. And without them as a mainstay with these types of programs, the programs would pretty much fall apart. So we want to put special emphasis on making sure the coaches are taken care of as well. And if we take care of the coaches, the children will follow.
So as you can hear, people, in our community, we will be working with Neon moving forward. So when we have our physicals, when we talk about nutrition, when we talk about mental health, as we talk about physical health, Neon will be our provider, and we're looking forward to a long-lasting relationship. How long you guys been around?
Been around 50 years and looking forward to another 50.
Yes, and Al Barker, you've been with Neon for how long?
Been with Neon for a little over 12 years, but I've been associated or affiliated with them for probably some 20 years.
For 20 years. So there's a lot of experience there, and we look forward to that partnership. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so much.
All right, appreciate it.
Folks, we'll be right back with some more halftime activity.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
All right, now we're here back with Coach Deion Dye of the Glenville Elite Panthers in the 2018 Bantamweight Championship. Coach Dye, you're up by a point. What was the message at halftime?
We just got to come out real hard. I told the fellas, stay strong, stay positive, go out here and have fun, and leave it all on the field.
You were able to get that turnover that you talked about at the beginning of the game that was so necessary. Great effort down there to punch it in.
Yes, sir.
What's the game plan for the second half?
Come out here, go strong. These guys go out here and block hard, come out and execute on these plays, and be real difficult for them to handle.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it, John. And when you look at the halftime stats, it definitely dictates what we have with a score. It basically, when they first gave it to me, I had to double check it, but they said both teams only picked up 2 first downs in this deal. But on the ground, where the game has been pretty much played, 29 to 47 yards. So CMHA's been able to move it on the ground. But again, you come back to sometimes it's a turnover, sometimes it's a penalty. They've been shooting themselves in the foot. If they clean that up, I think we got a different ball game. But right now, the Glenville Panthers are showing the ability, as you mentioned earlier, to run the football, keep them on the field, limit how much CMHA can get on the field to make those plays.
Yeah, Tim, like you mentioned, the rushing yardage are pretty much even with Glenville doubling up the Renegades on the penalties. But it's not only that they're even in rushing, Tim. It is the time when the big runs have happened. You saw Fair take an end around, get upfield for a big touchdown. You saw the Elite Panthers hit up the middle on a crucial third down play and get a first down to move into a better scoring position. So it's not only that they're even, but it's when these big plays are happening. We'll see how the second half goes, and keep an eye on those timeouts. I think that the Renegades kind of wasted a few of them.
You know, we always talk about that cliche of defense wins championships. Here you got a number 1 and number 2. We can see right now it's not going to be one of those 40 to 38 games. We're looking at 2 defensively strong teams.
Yeah, you know, and that is so true. But, you know, I honestly thought that we have an offensive explosion, especially early, because when you look at the statistics of these 2 teams through the regular season and through the playoffs, they have jumped on their opponents pretty quick, got out to a real good start, made those defensive adjustments to shut them down for the rest of the game. So, like you said, Tim, probably won't see much more scoring, but they're going to try to take advantage of it. As we take a look at the 2 scores right here. First, we'll take a look at the Renegades as you see Fair with selling that ISO play and getting around the end, getting a great effort by his flanker out there in the blocking department and getting into the end zone, which he is so familiar with. And then you take a look at the Elite, just giving the ball to the offensive line, having an attitude. Their quarterback pushing it up inside as Jones forcefully pushed the ball into the end zone, broke the plane, and got the Glenville Elite Panthers on the board. The extra point was good, and that's just the difference in the ball game.
Well, the teams are out on the field. We're moments away from the start of the second half. Again, we do want to remind you folks that at the end of the game, we'll be selecting an outstanding player both defensively and offensively. See if you can join in and get the right answer, as Marlena Dozier and Otis Moore are up here keeping stats, and they'll let us know their choices for that outstanding player. Also, again, next week, we still have one more championship game to go through, and they are the most fun kids you're going to watch, 6- and 7-year-olds at the termite level. So it's beginning of the third quarter. The Glenville Panthers will start on offense. Again, the temperature has not gone up. We're still holding around 40 degrees. That game time temperature has gone up maybe a degree, but it's still cold. At least the wind has held off.
Perfect day for football. Full house backfield. Uh-oh, somebody's not on the same page. The wide receiver. All he has to do is look in and watch the football. There's those mental mistakes that Coach Dye talked about.
Before the snap, false start, offense, number 9, 5 yards, first down.
1 point lead against an explosive team like the Renegades. You just cannot have that. The Panthers have got to be mentally tough in this second half if they want to be champions. Good blocking, great effort. Wow.
That's called, in my mind, John, it's called a little bit of an attitude. You know, I'm coming to you, and here it is. Now stop me.
Yeah, Braylon West has been a great player in Muni football for many years. Got some football pedigree, stays low. He runs tough, bouncing off those defenders, and you can see right there, Braylon West. Good kid. Cleveland Heights, Monticello. Marshawn Lattimore's favorite player who came from this organization.
So this should be 3rd down. We'll call it about 3. 3rd and 3.
Braylon West again testing the middle of that Renegades defense. Looks like they've held off from him throughout the whole first half, and now they're going to go to their workhorse and try to hold on to this football, sustain some long drives to keep that Renegades offense off the field.
3rd down and 2, 6.5 to go. Handoff, cuts back.
Good cut.
Picks up the first down, and they stop him right there. But I like the athletic ability. He looked for the holes in the open space. But it's a first down for the Glenville Elite Panthers.
Yeah, great job, as you can see right here, just making guys miss in the hole. Right there was able to get the extra yards to pick up the first down. It's number 9, Sean Williams Jr., doing an excellent job of following his blockers and making guys miss. Good first drive right here to start off this second half for the Glenville Panthers. Another great effort by that offensive line. Right here, just turns and gives the football to the 0. Good job by him spinning and churning and getting out that 3 tough yards. They got 9 men in the box. Wow. Good job.
They're running right off that center for the Glenville Elite Panthers. Kyrene Lewis, he's been winning that battle. First down. Again, before he's brought down by Leon Edgrup. We'll look at it here.
Yeah, Jermaine Foster coming right at you. It's a good job of just keeping those feet moving. Look, he's just staying in good balance, leaning forward. Offensive line trying to keep a body on a body. They're raring to go again for full house backfield. There's West.
They're able to get 5-6 yards every time on first down, John.
that's the formula right there. As you say, you can pick up 5-6 yards a crack, just first down your way all the way downfield. And the toughest part is, of course, to get in that red zone and punch it into the end zone. But right now, the elite Panthers are looking good. The message got across at halftime.
Second down 4, right up the middle. Another first down for the Glenville Elite.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Datwine Diamond has kind of disappeared in this opening of the second half. You see right here, they're going right at him. The double teamed him. An effective double team, too, right there is number 5 for the Renegades. Julius Robinson couldn't quite hold on to him as West was able to pick up the first down.
First down and 10. Handoff, they'll catch him right there in the backfield. It's probably going to be a loss of 1. And that's the first time in this half where CMHA has won that first down play. Darren Norman and Julius Robinson on the stop. Second down 11.
Yeah, and they needed that one, too. They needed it for the confidence. These guys have really got to start buckling down now and showing that they can be stiff.
3 minutes to go, John. They've ate up on this drive. 5 minutes so far, keeping the Renegades offense off the field.
Yeah, and things are working in offensive coordinator Sean Williams Jr.'s Sean Williams Sr.'s favor. Uh-oh, we got a big down now.
So now it looks like there was no gain on the play, so it's third down 11. Robinson on the stop. They've been big on these big plays all game. And again, Glenville, John, do they throw here? Are you going to run it outside? You're sitting right in the middle.
And wow, they called a timeout.
That's going to leave them with 1 timeout left. Both teams here in the ball game. 2:05 to go.
Yeah, that's a timeout I would have kept in my pocket. A close game like this, you don't know when you're going to need them. And we'll go inside the huddle and see if we can get some instructions from the Glenville coach.
How do you know? Look what they doing, though. On the jet sweep, let's see him coming to motion. They already start running that way, man. All right, Sean, come on, man. Come on with our pool rocket. No, we about to go duplex. Hey, offensive line, block, fellas. This is going to work, fellas. Block. What's that play? Hey, quiet.
See, the coach has a play in mind. He's got something that he wants to. He sees that the defense might be able to give him an advantage.
So with 2:05 to go, again, you're looking at the CMHA Renegades. They're down by 1 point, being challenged right here. They got a third down and 10 against them. So in their favor, actually, they need to hold them right here. But you know for sure it's a 2-down territory.
Yeah, I would be trying to test that the left side of that Renegades defense. I would go toward Glover and Fair on the left side. But looks like they switched Hayes over to that left side, so I'd go to the right. I would go to the right side, to the bubble, and try to get upfield. Ball get a lucky bounce, and he's got a wall of defenders in front of him.
Oh, my. Mistakes. That hurts.
Yeah, they'll be punting it right here, but, number 7, quarterback Jones, the ball just went right through his hands. It was a little tough to handle, but he's got to handle that. A little velocity on the hike, on the snap. But he did the right thing and just not make a bad situation worse and just go down.
So 4th down. They are going to punt.
Uh-oh, another bad snap. Oh, and he decides to go down. Wow. So the ball goes back to where it snapped. And they will take over the ball right there.
And that's one of the modification rules that we talked about it on a punt situation. So now, 1st down and 10, CMHA Renegades finally get the ball. 58 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. But again, you're going to look at that series and say Glenville hurt themselves.
Yeah, they really did hurt themselves. I would like to see them keep the ball on the ground on that 3rd down and just punt it to swing the field position into their favor. We got a neutral zone infraction. Oh no, against the offense.
Failure to wear proper equipment. Offense, number 27. 5 yards, 1st down.
Failure of proper equipment. On this level, that's definitely a no-no.
I mean, having the mouthpiece in, you know, they have to call it. It's a safety thing.
Exactly.
Something should be automatic.
Big hole, closed quick. Good tackle. That was the quarterback.
Clock runs. Braylon West on the tackle.
Oh, that was West. Okay.
So, folks, if you like defense and you like tackling and hitting, you're seeing it here firsthand. It's Muni Football Bantamweight Championship game.
Back him up on that. That's our receiver right there.
They're going to call, I believe it was number 11.
Yeah, I believe it was the receiver, right?
Yeah, I think he got a quick start there.
Yeah, he had a rolling start. Kind of like when the cops pull you over for not stopping completely at the stop sign, you just rolling right along. Well, that happens here in football too.
Fouls on the play, one by both teams. We have a false start, offense, and we have a personal foul, defense lining up in the A-gap during a shotgun. Those penalties offset. Replay the down, 2nd down.
Can't line up in the A-gap right on the line of scrimmage. In the shotgun, you can line up in the A-gap, but you have to be at least 2 yards off the football. It explains before the game, so both teams are clear on that rule. It's fair again on the keeper, 1 man to miss, to beat. Good hit.
And they're going to say it was out of bounds. Now he's closer than we are, John. We might get it up on replay, but I think they're going to call the hit out of bounds.
Looked like he was still on the field from here, but like you said, Rick Beard made the call, and he has a better shot than we do, but that's a huge play. See right here, Fair fakes the ISO to the right, rolls around to the left. He's the corner right there, and then he is out of bounds. And yeah, he was
15 yards.
He was about a yard out of bounds.
Look at it right here, folks. You tell us.
Yeah, he's
down. Good call by the official.
Yeah.
Clearly out of bounds.
Got to be under control as a defender.
First down and 10.
Wow.
Immediately.
Great effort right there by number 10. Ramir Askew. Oh, he's like he's in some pain.
And again, you're looking at the trainer from Cleveland Clinic that's on site to help us with the injuries. Again, they volunteering their time here with the Muni Championship.
And we thank them very, very much for their sponsorship of these fine people who make sure that our players are safe and diagnosed with injuries the proper way. We do have a program in the league where we do have player safety coaches who are trained in this, but there's nothing like having a certified trainer on hand to keep everybody's mind at peace.
Again, that's Shannon Markets. She's from the Cleveland Clinic.
Looks like she's looking at a lower leg injury. He's up on his feet.
So he's walking off gingerly.
Looks like it's his right leg.
Let's see, John, exactly what happened on this play.
Yeah.
You could hear the popping, the hitting.
A lot of twisting and turning right there, yeah. Leg got bumped into by the offensive player for the Renegades as he was coming across trying to make a play, hitting right in the lower leg. That got kicked real hard. And sometimes those injuries on a cold day like today, whew, make it sting. He's going to get the proper medical attention that he needs. Probably just needs a break.
So this may not even be the last play that they started on the snap. They should be starting it saying on the snap. So he'll get one more shot here. 3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Looking to throw. He's going to throw.
Got a man out there too. Oh! They called him down, the referee.
I think when he caught it, the knee went down.
Yeah. Wasn't in the best position to make the call, but he acted like he was down, so they're going to call him down. And we got another player down for the Panthers. You see right here, Fair just rears back and just wants to give his receiver a chance to catch the football. He goes up and high points it, does a great job. Yeah, his knee touchdown right on the 11-yard line. And he knew it. He knew it right there is where the knee comes, boom, right there at the 11-yard line. And then he got up and acted like he was down. You see Lawrence Tinsley right there. They've been having a pretty good game.
Merrill student over at Erie Prep, an 8th grader. Likes the Seahawks and Julio Jones. Well, folks, that does end the third quarter. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with fourth quarter championship action in the Bantam Championship game.
Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age. Be able to swim 500 yards nonstop. Retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
Welcome back to Collinwood Field. It's fourth quarter action, 7-6. The CMHA Renegades trail by 1, but they're right now at the 15-yard line. And they'll pick up about 3 yards as they run inside. The ball carrier, number 21 from CMHA.
Yeah, Dayton Diamond right up the middle, picked up about 2 yards. And CMHA is knocking on the door here in the red zone.
Second down 8 from an aerial cam.
Wow.
Nothing doing.
Wow. Raymere Askew. Great play. Great play. Probably a touchdown saving tackle to get Diamond and throw him down to the turf.
Third down, 8. 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
Got to play like a #1 defense. Full house backfield. There he is, fair on the rollout. He's open, getting up. Oh, he's out of bounds. Heck of an effort. Wow, Lawrence Tinsley Jr. looked like Julio Jones on that play, but just ran out of the end zone.
Got to throw it inbound so he can get to it. You look at it right here. Threw it up knowing this guy can out jump him. But you can see both feet clearly out of bounds. So it's fourth down.
Look at that, just an inch or 2 inches away from getting at least 1 foot in case you folks at home didn't know. All you need is 1 foot in high school and in college.
So TV20 coming in your house with the great shots. They do an amazing job every year. Cleveland kids get an opportunity to perform on this stage.
Yes, they do.
Please reset the game clock to 6:15. Incomplete pass. Please reset the game clock to 6:15.
Get the time right. That's important, especially in the fourth quarter of a close game. That's fair. Same play. Oh! That was another close one.
The intended receiver, number 19, Lawrence Tinsley. He had 2 passes he caught in the playoffs, 28 and 32. This time he comes up empty. Well covered by the Glenville Panthers.
That was a huge play as that turns the ball over on downs to Glenville. Couldn't quite come up with it. In the right space, in the right spot for Tinsley to climb the ladder and bring it in, but couldn't quite get it done. So that #1 defense, that #1 ranked defense, Tim, pulls it out again.
They may call this the game of inches when this is all said and done. First down, handoff up the middle.
Good run.
He picks up about 9 yards. We'll say 8. It'll be second down and 2.
Yeah, Braylon Edwards is going to be the workhorse here in this second half, as we saw on the first possession by the Panthers. after the half, and now with the second possession that they have in the second half, they're going right back to what got them down the field before they stalled out on that first possession. Going with a full backfield again. Looks like they're going to give it to West once again with 2 lead blockers.
Handoff right up the middle. Flags thrown. There is a flag on the play, and it came from the head linesman. Usually that will dictate somebody moving or offside.
Looks like it might be on the defense, since the play was allowed to continue, but it looks like he wants to get some verification from his other compadres. Looks like he wants to make sure that there was enough players in the backfield. And there wasn't. Get the call from Ralph King right here.
Illegal formation. Offense. 6 men on the line. 5 yards. Repeat the down.
Yeah.
Second down.
This is a good call. Yep. You can see it right here on the screen. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. One lineman was way too far back. Met in the hole.
So no gain. 3rd down now and 8. Perry Austin on the tackle. This, to me, John, is a big play right now for CMHA. They must come up with a stop to get the ball back.
Yeah, good end zone shot right there. No blocking in that area. Just looked like it was a blown assignment. All you see is the Renegades defenders around doing a good job of stopping the ball. The clock is ticking. Coming up on 4.5 left to go in the game. And the elite Panthers are kind of wandering around like they're a little discombobulated on what they want to run, but they got to play now. They got to get some breathing room. They don't get much.
Well, he's short, so it'll be 4th down and 2. So they don't pick up the first down, which is huge. You've got to believe that Glenville will punt here. They're not going to take that chance.
Well, they're going to take as much time as they can to make this decision, that's for sure. But they should have been talking about this before the down was even played. Looks like they're going to go for it. They're actually talking to the offensive coordinator on the sideline, and he's running in with play. This is huge. I don't know if I agree with this call.
Wow. Wow. Here we go. They need 2.
Yeah, he jumped off sides. Yes, he did. Yeah, number 66 for the Renegades.
That's the second time they did that in a crucial play where that defensive line jumped.
Nuisance zone infraction. Yeah. Defense number 66.
Yeah,
5 yards. First down.
Deron Norman just couldn't hold his water. You see right there, he jumped and he knew it. Got both hands on his helmet. Might have cost his team the big trophy. They go right back to the run. They're playing them tough. And this is where those timeouts are really going to hurt the Renegades.
Second down, we'll call it 9. But now the Glenville Panthers have another friend in the house, and it's the clock.
Yeah.
Just under 3 minutes to go.
Just that one timeout that they spent before the half. If they just had that one where they could stop it on the defensive side, it would have made make a world of difference. But looks like right now, with it being just second down, they'll get the ball back with way less than a minute to go if they can stop them here on 3 downs. But they're going to an eye backfield, and that's going to be illegal procedure. They weren't set. So the Panthers are shooting themselves in the foot. Again, going back to Coach Dye's concerns was the mental effort that his team would give today.
Before the snap, full start, offense, 5 yards. Repeat the down, second down.
So the clock will start on the whistle. Panthers is Norman. Norman makes the tackle as they tested inside of that Renegades defense. Again, just taking their time, less than 2 minutes to go in the ball game. We want to thank all the parents and the coaches on this fine bantamweight season this year for all the time that they spent and volunteered. And tell you what, parents, we couldn't do it without you, and we definitely couldn't do it without the coaches. It's been a great season, and a lot of these parents are going to be saying goodbye to Muni football. They've been here for 8 years since the little ones have been in the league as termites, and now they get to move on to high school.
Well, John, they're going to look at this play, and they're going to say, this is where they missed it. This was the one that probably changed the whole game. Oh, so close.
Yeah, because he's open right there. They drifted on the outside of him. If he'd have put it just a little bit lower.
This game of inches in a 7-6 ball game, things like making the extra point are going to determine our champion in 2018. It appears right now. But again, take care of the football.
Yeah, this will be a heck of a story for the Glenville Elite Panthers. They have been through some adversity. They've come close on all divisions here in the last few years. But if they can hold off this explosive Renegades team, it's not over with yet. But if they can hold them off, that'll be quite a feat. Wow, out of the exchange. He's going to get out of bounds. He marked him out of bounds. That's the wrong thing. He should have fell down in bounds.
So
keep that
it'll
clock
now be a third down play. That hurt. That definitely hurt the Elite Panthers. They wanted him to get out there.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It looks like he was down, but he actually fell on the player in bounds, and then he was thrown out of bounds. So correct call by the official.
So CMHA catches the break there to stop the clock.
Yeah, you can see him right there in bounds, laying on the player, and continues to roll. Now he's out of bounds and the clock stops. So they'll punt. And like I said, this game is not over. This Renegades team is way too explosive. Not a good punt. Not a good punt, but a good punt, because you don't want Fair touching the football. The Renegades, they only got one thing on their mind, and that's to score a touchdown. And they have plenty of weapons in order to do so.
So it's at the 51-yard line. I don't know what they'd be talking about now.
Well, this is a well-coached team in the CMHA Renegades. They have come back from a lot of different scenarios, and they've got the players to pull it off. So this is an exciting ball game. I believe CMHA has one timeout left. None?
No timeouts. They used their last timeout. Glenville only has one.
There is some confusion on something. Is there a penalty? We're going to have to re-kick it. Looks like we're going to re-kick it. Sure than kicking the football. Let's see where the ball is marked out, but I won't take it that far, but
Hey, Foster! Hey, Foster!
Folks, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the finish of this ball game. Okay, CMHA has the ball. They're right now back in scoring position, and they drove down all the way to the 15-yard line. There may be a fumble. No, they're saying he's down.
They're saying he's down.
Now, to clarify what happened, folks, is whenever there is a bad snap, what happened was because the ball did not get caught by the punter with clean hands, the ball is immediately ruled dead, and it goes back to the original line of scrimmage, and they lose the opportunity to punt the ball. That is a safety feature. You look at it right here. See how it hits the ground? And then it comes up. And once that happens, they no longer then can punt the ball. So that's why the ball's been relocated where it was.
And after that, Fair swept around the right side and gave a great effort to get upfield and pick up a first down. They thought the ball was a fumble, but it wasn't a fumble. He was ruled down.
On the play, runners down by contact, knees down.
Flag is picked up, and we'll resume play. Number one defense got to make big plays here. Illegal procedure.
False start. Offense. 5 yards. First down.
Yep, false start right there. Number 5 for the Renegades. Julius Robinson couldn't hold his water. It wasn't just him, though. The wide receiver at the top, number 11, Malik Bennett, he also jumped off sides. False start.
Well, 107. This is where the ball game be determined.
There's another one.
And we got a flag on the play.
Yep.
False start. This game in the last quarter, or I'm going to say the last half, John, really has been nothing but mistakes. Some of them are mental mistakes.
Yeah, right here he falls forward. That's a false start right
Offense,
there.
number 5.
He thinks he can
5-yard
move.
penalty.
If he moves,
Repeat the down.
he's got to make
First
a
down.
deliberate move. He'd have been better off if he'd have kept going in motion and let the quarterback snap the ball then. But when he stopped, that made it a false start. Now they just got to keep their heads. I think Ralph is going to make a call, a warning, talk to the head coach. It's like he's pointing at the clock, wanting to know if there was some time that ticked off. They can solve all this just by scoring. And if they got everything straight, we'll resume play.
Please reset the game clock to 59 seconds. 59.
Yep, let's play some football.
Here we go. Going to run to the outside. Saying it was inbounds. Clock's running.
They'll try to hurry up and get on the football. See if they got a play called.
40 seconds. Clock runs. Second down. They've got about 12. They're thinking nothing but touchdown. That's what they need.
Make sure there's no false start. They're going to keep it
Looking
in
to
fair
throw
zone.
to the
He's
end
open.
zone.
Oh, good defense. Wow.
Please.
Great defensive play. They want a penalty, but there's no need in looking for a penalty because this is just an excellent play. He didn't look back for the football. Normally that would be called if he didn't go back for the football. He's not looking back for the football. He looked up at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He looked up at the last second. That was a good no call.
Third down. 23 seconds to go. Got to throw here, John. Can't run it. Got to get rid of it now. We got another penalty.
Yep. Oh, illegal procedure. Wow. Illegal procedure against the Renegades. That's 3 times.
False start.
In the last
Offense, number 11.
30
5
seconds.
yards. Repeat the down. Third down.
3 false start calls in the last 30 seconds. Wow.
But get on sideline, man.
Uh-oh. Fair. He's a magician. He's not going to get out of this one. There's where those timeouts are really, really hurting. There it is. Glenville Panthers. Glenville Panthers have pulled off the 2018 Bantamweight Championship here in Cleveland Muni football. Wow. One frustration with the CMHA Renegades. You take a look right here. Fair gets the football, looks to the right. There's no one open. The rush and pressure is all over him. You got guys trying to chase him down, and Duante Jones was able to bring him down to finish off the season in favor of the Panthers and to the dislike of the Renegade family and friends. Wow.
Well, folks, stay with us because Jason Dunn will be down on the field with the presentation of all the awards.
Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age, be able to swim 500 yards nonstop, retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool, and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
Hi, this is Jason Dunn, League Director of Cleveland Muni Football League, down on the field at the conclusion of the 2018 Bantamweight Championship game. I'm down on the field right now with the head coach of the CMHA Renegades, Mike Hardaway. All right, Coach, you guys came up a little short this year, and you still take it home hard where this year is the city runner-up. You guys, don't take anything away from this season. The kids came out, they fought hard since June, actually since flag football back in March. You guys do a tremendous job in your community, you do a tremendous job with the kids, and I just want to take my hat off and say thank you for all the work that you do.
Thank you.
Now let's talk a little bit about the game. It's a tight game, 7-6, and tell me what was your mindset going into this game?
Man, we knew we was going to be in a battle. They was undefeated, we was undefeated. This is the showdown that everybody wanted from the beginning, so, we knew it was going to be a dogfight.
Okay. All right, so right now I'm going to present Coach Mike Hardaway and the CMHA Renegades with the 2018 Bantamweight Division City Runner-Up Trophy. Now we do have one specialty trophy. Defensive MVP goes to Julius Robinson, who ended the game with 8 tackles and 1 sack. Julius, can you come up here, please? All season, you fought hard, you put the team on your back, and you played a big part in your team being here today. You want to talk about what it took to get here?
Hard work and dedication.
Would you like to thank anybody?
My mom, my dad, my family, my team, and my coaches that believe in me.
And I know your coaching staff really believe in you. You got a real bright future, and congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Come over here now with the city. I am now joined by the head coach of your 2018 Bantamweight Division City Champs, Glenville Elite Panthers. I'm joined by head coach Dion Dye. We all know him as Coach Bear. Wow, you guys really brought Glenville back this year. Really brought the Ville back this year. You know, you guys do a tremendous job with the kids. You know, we followed you guys all year. The coaching staff, you got a dedicated group of parents, tremendous student athletes. You want to just talk about all the hard work you guys put into this season?
Yes, I want to also first say thank you to Coach Moore and Coach Albert for making this possible for us to bring the Glenville back down to the football field in the community. Second of all, it's just a lot of hard work and a lot of dedicated kids that's very disciplined.
Okay, so first, I want to go ahead and give out the specialty trophy. The 2018 Offensive Player of the Game goes to Jermaine Foster, who ended the game with 78 yards rushing. How you doing, Mr. Foster?
Good.
This game right here today was a hard-fought game. It was a defensive battle, and it was all about keeping the chains moving. And you kept those chains moving. You want to thank anybody for today's performance?
I want to thank my coaches, my teammates, and my offensive line.
Okay, great job, Jermaine.
Give it up for me, man.
And now, your 2018 Bantamweight Division champs, Glenville Elite Panthers.
Got him, y'all. It's back home.
All right, I'm going to toss it back up top.
Well, again, you're talking about two outstanding teams. It was a defensive battle, and they always talk about defensive championships. They're probably going to go back and look at this, and when they look at it, both coaches, especially the CMHA Renegades, said we just made too many mental mistakes. We hurt ourselves, and we were within inches of changing it on a couple passes, and everything was so tight. But two outstanding teams. It's sorry that we have to have a winner, but they definitely both played extremely well. But before we leave, we want to remind you that next week we'll be right back here on TV20, where it'll be the Termite Championship game between the Northeast Ohio Saints and the CMHA Renegades. Again, these are youngsters 6 to 7 years old. But before we leave, we want to take a look back at some of the faces, some of the great plays that were part of the 2018 Bantamweight Championship game. So for Jason Dunn, John Good, Joe Record, I'm Tim Wells. Good night, everyone.